Glad to see the hotkeys continuing to not work. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna jump right on back into it. Oh, the lag. Oh, no, back. There we go. Alrighty, let's get some dubbing in. Once more, we're going to sit through this, just as a refresher course.
Converging wishes call forth the miraculous. Resultant miracles bring forth reconciliation. And the reconcilers, they hath advanced beyond trial, tribulation, obstacles innumerable, where they spread hope near and far. Their work lives within the embrace of the Great Mother, whose world will be bestowed a bountiful future. But as their roles conclude upon the stage of steel and verdure, a new story begins to forge roots. And roots are uncertain to take. One must survive whirling sandstorms and ceaseless plumes of smoke before tales can be told upon this stage. Reveal. 'Tis a plane of combat, of gunfire and magic, made upon happenstance, when a divinity brought life unto the stone of beginnings. The inheritors of this great work, the Titans 3, stand atop civilization. Titan of force, Not. Titan of prosperity, Ishilindrig. Titan of order, Vincent. The balance between the triptych is tenuous, teetering. Reveal is a powder keg, awaiting the inevitable spark of destruction. Though many holdeth fire, there are but few aspirants who could ignite the world. Perchance it be those who live to lift their names. Grand ambitions cross paths with discord, cantering through the wasteland. Mayhap it be those who live for justice. Honest eyes stare affixed to tomorrow, mirroring the soul of a man ready to spring into action for others. Perhaps it be those who live in the mist of darkness. The godlessness of the era is proof enough of hardship, though dark dwellers waver not. They simply obey what must be done. May chance it be those who live in the fog of twilight. Grasp they at the past, the future, and all times between. Warped, wandering wretches that they are.
I think it might be worth saying right now that actually I now understand that, having gone through this once already, that the context that this gives is actually a huge prelude and a lot of foreshadowing. I didn't think of it as foreshadowing at the time, but looking back at it now, it's very obvious foreshadowing. But I'm not going to spoil that here for anybody who wants to experience it. We're going to experience it here and now.
And yet, a guest alights from a dimension unknown. Savior of the world, or herald of its combustion. The omens will write themselves in due course.
If this Nexus narrating, I wonder why it says a guest from a dimension unknown.
O willful aspirants. Fate demands much of you. Far flung are your lives to the whims of destiny. But you must decide.
I wish they gave Arisa at least her own
How
story.
will your tale be told?
Arisa. Yeah. Arisa's story. Arisa's story should have been a little bit more playable, in my opinion. It's a slight spoiler, I guess I'll say it, but you do get to play as her in the conclusion, because she is present, just so that you can use Forest Craft, I guess, in this story mode. But it would have been nice. It would have overlapped. I don't think it would have added too much more stuff that would have been new, but it would have been nice. Born to Wander. We're not using the silly float deck. We're going to use the deck that actually is designed to do stuff. Which has actually been updated.
Beautiful baby sister. I love you.
Wow, this performance is great already. So yeah, we've updated our deck a little bit, so it's going to function a little bit more consistently. And occasionally we might actually see me get to play some Storm Wretches or some invoked Ishilindrigs.
No. No, no, no. Stop. I don't want this. You thought wrong. This is a mistake. Please. I never wished for...
I wonder what is.
Where is this? What am I?
That is the question. But does it have an answer?
Well, I'm just sick and tired of their deviltry.
You talking about Bunny and Baron? They may make like folk heroes, but they ain't nothing more than a couple of street rats.
Ha! Jealous! That's what they are. Upset we live the high life.
But sometimes I pity the poor creatures. Why, just imagine if we were the outcasts, undeserving of Mr. Ishilindrig's seal. Ugh. It's enough to make me shudder.
A seal. Worthy of a seal. But at least they acknowledge that they would be worse off if they were not in his favor.
Pardon. Who do we have here?
I bet she's hired help. On account of those rags she's wearing.
They don't look like rags. She looks pretty fancy to me. I thought this stuff back here was hair. And she's got like pink highlights.
Hired help. Is that what I am?
Or is it like a torn cape? I can't really tell.
You trying to be cute or something?
We don't have time for this. Why don't you go somewhere else?
Where do I go?
Oh, misery me! Ain't she just the eeriest little thing? Hey, you. Would you please help a lady out over here?
Hey, does anybody know when amnesia was discovered? Like, offhand? Because I feel like they can't possibly be that stupid, right? She's clearly got a mental illness, and historically speaking, people with mental illnesses are never really treated properly, let alone well.
What seems to be the problem?
This woman's been hanging around for a while, pestering us. I think she's a bit balmy, too. Mind taking care of her?
Yes, sir. Y'all can run on home. Hold on. Where do you think you're going?
Did you not say that I, too, may leave?
You got any identification?
Identification?
Tell me your name, ma'am.
I don't know.
It will not come to me. Would you happen to have my name?
If that doesn't make it obvious that she is sick and needs help, you are a bad human being.
This is getting nowhere. I need backup. Trespasser from the slums. Repeat, trespasser from the slums.
Why would you call for backup? It's like someone was about to leave because they were causing trouble, and then you forced them to stay, and then they can't identify themselves because they clearly don't seem to know where they are, let alone who they are, and you're going to get aggressive right off the bat.
If you'd just gone back to where you came from, we wouldn't have to make things ugly.
I know that I've already gone through this, but I didn't really pay as close attention to what they were saying because I'm like more or less reading it and not retaining it. But now that I'm hearing it for the second time, it's like, what do you mean? You literally stopped her from leaving. Go back where you came from.
I do not know where I come from.
That's so. Then why don't I just knock you back where you belong?
Violence never solved anything.
Oh, hush up. You'll live. Hey, can someone help me get a...
Literally shooting first and asking questions, never.
What force impelled you to attack? Was it my actions?
How? How is she standing?
Why? Where did you shoot her? People get shot all the time. It's only fatal if you get shot in a very specific number of places. Did you, like, shoot her between the eyes?
I do not have the answer. That is why...
Fire!
That is why I ask you to tell me.
Oh, she's demon spawn!
Get that tail out from between your legs. It ain't nothing more than some fool magic.
What? Okay, that's enough to where I would assume someone would stay down.
Does the bloodshed warm you?
That's like 5-6 bullets she's taken now.
To me, it feels so cold.
Oh, that's right, there's a battle in this chapter. I kind of forgot. Do-do-do-do. Diddle-doo. 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 Diddle-doo.
Why do you goad me to violence?
Guess we're doing this the hard way.
Put the invoke cards away, please. And now we can hear the English lines for this.
Pleased to meet you. I am speechless. Until I vanish, nothing is safe.
100% string and 0% fluff.
Every dog has his death.
Every dog has his death.
Which is the correct path?
If I were...
Watch as I wind and wind.
I should
Well, look at this
apologize.
buffet.
What winds have whisked me here?
If I were...
Thy little canary.
Watch as I wind and wind.
To die or not to die.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh, there goes my puppet
String
machine.
is so pricey.
Biceps will usher in a new age. To die or not to die or not to die. Protein time!
This is pretty easy.
Let's become one together.
More trouble than you're worth.
Oh boy.
Wanna go for a romp?
Our eyes close.
As the curtain falls,
Our eyes close.
as the curtain falls.
Get that negativity out of here.
We're just gonna be able to clear with puppets. That's just great. Okay. one of you.
Come on, just go a little mad.
Bloody hell!
Foul forces of darkness, bow before my tempest. Wind, grant them courage.
What is our rally
I
count
can
up to?
devour
7?
your dreams. Check out my fancy footwork.
Oh wow, they're
Into
almost
the
dead.
ends of Reveil.
You won't wake up.
Blow on, dear wind.
Systems online. Engage apathy.
What a shame.
I must delve deeper.
Nice. A zero-cost Illganeau.
Beast found.
I think we've gotten up to the 10, right? We've gotten up to the 10
trap
rally.
me, or rat.
Time to dance for your life.
What is extinction of the self?
Foul forces of darkness, bow before my tempest.
I do not know what winds whisked me here.
You will atone for wasting my time.
And now we just kind of go face.
Wind, grant them courage.
I don't think that they have a way to come back from this.
Foul forces of darkness, bow before my tempest.
What's your price?
You're stronger
Easy
than a
peasy.
pissed off lion.
We kind of exploded. We didn't get anywhere near the amount of synergy as I would have liked
I
to.
have no qualms with you.
But at least it shows that the deck works.
Fire, fire, fire.
Meaning we should probably be able to speedrun this story for the most part.
I am so sorry.
Ah! Ah!
Oh, heavens. Heavens, what is she? She don't look like a wretch, but she sure fights like one.
This is like one of those things where I kind of wish we had a few more CGI and animated cutscenes. Like, I just remember, because I went back and rewatched some of my old footage, that I kind of forgot that there was like a full animated cutscene at the beginning of the game and one for when Nexus shows up and the gate opens. I feel like it would have been nice to have a few more of those, because as cool as these descriptions are, sometimes the descriptions are they're basically telling, not showing.
What hole did you crawl out of?
Like, we only get descriptions of like what characters' fighting styles really look like for the most part. Every so often there's like an animation like Aris's bow shots or these slashes. Or like the little wind magic things.
The answer. All answers. Escape me.
And I know how expensive animation is. And I know that I'm probably asking for too much. But I kind of just feel it's just what I would like to see more of, because the story is really good and I just would like to see more of it than read more. See it more, at least to see more of what the descriptions are being told to me.
Stop playing dumb.
Words. She's not playing dumb.
I am not playing. Please, let us stop.
If you can't win and your opponent doesn't want to fight, that's generally a good idea to stop fighting.
Much is hazy, but I can feel. The bloodshed makes me so cold.
Backup! I need backup! Surround the target and shoot her down! Alright, you fiend. We're sending you back to hell.
Fiend. Is that what I am?
No, you're not.
Hey,
At least I don't think so.
look at me. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm scared. Take aim. Hold her steady. Fire!
We're hightailing it.
Who are you?
A witch has appeared. Be on alert.
Come on, hurry!
And
Where'd they
teleport.
go?
Did y'all see that? She just ran off with a wretch. What is going on here?
That's what I would be saying if I was in his shoes. Did a monster just escort her away?
Don't look at me for no answers. I can tell you one thing, though. It was an ill wind that blew that creature in.
Hey, that's kind of like what the voice line is for her card when she
Do we
spawns.
chase them? I don't feel good just letting them wander loose, but
Yeah, I know. Bunny and Baron take priority.
Gotta love that Bonnie and Clyde are stirring up trouble so we don't have to worry about the police doing any actual work.
In any case, don't let your guard down here. Back to your posts.
I guess police is a strong word. These guys are essentially henchmen.
yes, ma'am.
Best keep on running, Fiend. Fire and brimstone is nothing compared to what's gonna happen when I next lay eyes on you.
I kind of feel bad that Not henchmen have a card and these guys don't, because these guys do so much more in the story compared to her henchmen.
All right, we should be safe here.
What would you even make an Icy's henchman do? So if Not gives your opponent a 2/2 knight when it dies, maybe Icy's henchman should just give them, I don't know, like a bullet bike or something when they die, and they could just be the same thing.
Thank you.
Just be the
That was
portal craft
helpful.
equivalent. Yeah, because Ice Shieldrig is, I think, the only guy who doesn't get like a card for his henchmen. Because even the sheriff gets his deputy as a card in the runecraft.
Happy to help. But, well, you shouldn't be wasting your thanks on a creature like me.
Or are the wretches his equivalent? And speaking of which, Zesselwinch should have gotten a card. His card, I don't even know what he would be, or unless they wanted to make him like his own class. But he's a Portalcraft avatar when we fight him.
Those men and women called me a fiend and demon spawn. Are they to be believed? They are, aren't they? When I tore through their flesh, there was no resistance. That would not be possible unless I were...
Well, I can see there's no use beating around the bush. Yeah, you're right. You and me, we're the meanest, saddest demons you could ever imagine.
That is not the delivery that I imagined with the way that line was spaced. Born to wander? Wandering demons. Move my head up a little bit. Time for some talkie time.
I am a demon?
Yeah, ain't an easy thing to accept, but there you have it.
So you know who I am?
No, she does not.
Strictly speaking, I don't got a clue who you are. But as to what you are, well... The other inhabitants in town, oh, they've got a name for us. Call us wretches.
Wretches.
You know, I can't even recall that much about myself. I know I had 2 precious babes. Such sweet little things. But there was also someone I need to apologize to. That's it. That's all I remember.
I do not sense anything demon-like about you.
That's because you're a wretch, too. We look human to each other.
Is she the mother of the 2 kids in the church? I just thought of that.
But to living folk, they say one glimpse of us is enough to make the blood curdle. And our speech, it's likened to invisible creatures whispering in the night. Look, it is what it is. Wallow in self-pity all you want, but...
Pity? No. That is not what stirred within me. I merely wish to know how I ended up here.
I've heard speculation, but, well, I'm just a second-hand account. Be better if you got your information closer to the source.
The source of what?
Tell you what, on the other side of town, there's folk who have been wretches far longer than me. Likely know more, too. Go talk to them.
I see. Thank you.
Like I said, don't waste your thanks on me. I'm a monster.
Seemed nice enough to me. Don't judge a book by its cover. Judge him by the soul underneath.
Right now, I might be here chewing the cud, peaceful as a cow. But sometimes, a great fog comes over my mind. And I want nothing more than to sink my claws into flesh.
That seems like a problem.
Of course, I've kept the bloodthirst at bay up till now. But it ain't been easy. And I know a couple of folks who've let themselves go.
But you have not, correct? You have shown me only kindness. There is no force in the world that can change that.
You sure say some funny things. And there's something about you. It's telling me you ain't a normal wretch. Well, you best be off now. Be wary of those folk from before. We're ravaging beasts to them. They'd shoot us quick as lightning, then cry self-defense.
I will keep that in mind. Farewell, and I hope you get the chance to apologize.
Well, that makes 2 of us.
So then, I am a demon. My sister! She was murdered! By... the one who killed her!
It's getting kind of annoying. I hate it when they censor names. Purely for this purpose of plot.
I can't do it! I can't go on without her! My past is returning. I had a sister. She was my everything. And I was her.
Here he is, the person I've been waiting for. Let's see who this portrayal turns out to be.
All right, that's enough. Put your hands up and no one gets hurt.
Damn, this ain't no time for a stay at the Crowbar Hotel.
That is not the voice I expected. Let's see how well the performance goes.
Last warning. You can turn yourself in or...
Why do the inhabitants of this town raise their arms so quickly in violence?
Who are you?
It makes me so cold. When I perpetuate it, when I am made a victim of it, when I see it.
And don't fight.
You a preacher or something? Well, you're sermonizing to the wrong crowd. That sweet-faced mutt.
To be honest, when I first saw the trailer for Storm Over Reveal and I saw her with her outfit in the trailer, I thought she was supposed to be some kind of priest or something. Maybe like a nun. Because her outfit is very ornate. And now that I have a second look at it, she does have a cape, which means this black stuff is hair. With highlights.
Miss, you gotta help me. Please, I ain't in the wrong. Everything I do to survive. To put a roof over my head, food on the table, and clothes on my back. Is it a crime to live?
Depends on who you ask.
No one's falling for them crocodile tears. Now get your lying, two-timing.
Why do you seek to harm others?
Seek to? Ma'am, I uphold the law. And if you insist on aiding criminals, I'll throw you behind bars too.
This is why we need to teach police to de-escalate instead of immediately using violence. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because this is assumedly in a more Wild West setting.
I would rather you not.
Back when U.S. Marshals would shoot first and collect pay later.
Then how about I shoot you, huh? Would you like that?
No. Bullets sting.
Stay back!
I said they sting.
Didn't he just shoot her?
What kind of witchcraft?
I hope you do not suffer. I am sorry.
To be fair, he shot first.
Well, guess he's out of the picture now, huh? So, who do I have the pleasure of owing my freedom to?
I cannot answer. I have lost my memories. Tell me, do you know me?
What a strange woman. I ain't clapped eyes on someone like her all my born days. But ooh, boy, is she a force to be reckoned with.
You can say that again.
Did you just say...
Oh, she can hear his thoughts.
Oh, I sure do. Wouldn't claim to know all about you, but I know some.
I kind of forgot about this plot point when we were... It's been so long, I actually need to look it up real quick. Let's pull up my YouTube in another tab. So I archive the majority of my Twitch streams. If you are subscribed to me on Twitch, you can actually look at the archives before they're deleted, but usually within a week or so, if I have time, I will upload them to the YouTube channel. And according to my videos, your videos, I did Selena and Illganeau, if I remember correctly, all in one session. Yeah, I did. I published that on YouTube on January 9th, which means it was older than that. So this is a little over a month ago, so it's almost like a blind playthrough again, because I barely remember a lot of these finer details.
Is that true?
Cross my heart and hope to die. Anyway, I ain't good at telling untruths. Gets me redder than a barrel of apples. They call you... Illganeau.
Illganeau.
Ain't no doubt about it. That's your name.
Illganeau.
Yep. And you likely don't remember me, but I'm Istar. Pleasure meeting you again.
Istar.
So, what's a nice guy like you doing in a louse-infested den like this? You got business here?
Louse is a type of bug, right?
I was on my way to visit someone.
You don't say. Well, this place is packed with trigger-happy outlaws. It ain't safe for polite society. But I guess worrying about someone like yourself's bordering on disrespect, ain't it?
Yeah, she's a strong and independent woman, question mark? Do the dead or the undead identify with gender? I'm not entirely sure.
No, I appreciate your concern. You said you knew of me. Could you tell me more about myself? I have lost my past. All that remains is
memories of an older sister. She was killed and, I was crying and the tears were hot. It was like a black, heavy energy was eating away at me.
I love how soft-spoken this English voice is. Maybe it's because I've gotten used to hearing her on the card for all the spells and interactions there. What winds have... Stuff like that. Maybe this time I can fade completely.
Ah, you're looking for vengeance.
Vengeance. Yes, that fits. This word fills a void.
If there's anything I've learned in fiction, it's that vengeance tends to not solve anything. Because you get your vengeance, then what?
Alright, I'll help you get even. Don't have the heart to just leave you alone. Especially not after seeing that sad look in your baby blues.
I just... You know, it never really crossed my eyes, but eye color is one of those things I tend to not really take note of.
I did not mean to.
I'm not as much of a detailed-oriented person as I would like to claim to be.
You'll thank me later. I might look like a gutter rat, but I've got friends in high places.
Actually, I actually have a pretty good memory. It's just what my brain chooses to remember is pretty weird. Like, I haven't played, for instance, Call of Duty Black Ops in probably close to 3 to 5 years, but I still remember how to do, like, all the Easter egg steps on all of the maps. Which, now that I've mentioned it, I think I will pick up a copy of Black Ops 4 is the current one, right? I don't even remember. No, it's Cold War, that's it. Yeah, I think I might pick up the new Call of Duty Cold War, because I might actually want to play some zombies on stream with you guys. Because they're cranking out that DLC.
Now, you got somewhere you need to be, right? Let's get a move on. We can talk while we walk.
We could also do the story mode here. I hear the story mode's pretty good.
Yes. Over this way.
Ladies first, I insist. I don't know what kind of cave she crawled out of, but I can recognize a gem when I see one. And this one's got luster.
Did you hear something?
Other than the carrion flies a-buzzing and the bald vultures a-screeching? Nope. Just another beautiful day in Reveal. Now, lead on, my fair lady. The quest must continue.
Yep, she definitely hears his thoughts.
Yes. Please, follow me.
It's a very interesting power that I don't think I would envy having. Or envy those who have, I guess is the correct grammar for that.
Guess I finally hit pay dirt.
The demon inside me. Okay, this is, I think, where we're about to catch up with Selena, or that'll be immediately after this.
Illganeau, let me get this straight. You've plumb forgot your past, right?
Yes. I even lost my name.
So I guess you're an amnesiac.
They have remembered the term. Okay, so I wasn't just fucking cocking out of my ass earlier. So, random guy on the street in the alley knows what an amnesiac is, but armed people patrolling the streets don't. This is so dumb.
Amnesiac?
By what so dumb, I'm just saying those people that work for ICE have way too much of a penchant for violence. Literally shoot first and ask questions never.
Yeah, someone with amnesia? You know, you ding your head hard and disremember everything. Even the stuff about yourself.
I see. Yes. There is a good chance that I am an amnesiac.
There is not a good chance you are an amnesiac. Then again, I am not in a position to diagnose, but it's a pretty safe bet.
To think the only piece of your life you held on to is the murder of your sister. That's real sad.
It is. It is real sad.
It is.
But we'll clear out this storm, okay? Once you get your vengeance, why, the sky will go back to being blue, the air will go back to being fresh, and you'll go back to breathing easy again.
I kind of hope we get cards for characters like him in the future.
You are very kind.
You give me too much credit. I'm just an honorable villain. No better or worse than your average human, I reckon. Now, I believe you said our destination was hereabouts?
Thereabouts.
Yes, I did.
Whereabouts. Whoabouts. Whyabouts. Gomorrah.
Yep. I don't even see a shadow of a person.
I see a shadow of a person.
Aren't those...
It seems we have found them.
Illganeau! What do you think you're doing? We best cut dirt. Those are wretches! Don't just stand there staring. Hurry at the...
There is no cause for concern. They may appear monstrous, but at their core, they are good.
You lost me.
Hey, look! He didn't shoot first. And you see how well that's working out for him so far?
They will not hurt us. Excuse me, sir.
Oh, why hello, miss. Are you also a wretch?
She seems kinda different, don't she? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something about her.
I spoke to a woman who told me the same thing. That I'm different. But how?
Well, here's the key difference. Other people still see you the way I see you. You still look human. Because we've seen what wretches look like. Because we in Miser's story we had to fight one, and in Selena's story we fought one as well.
Hold on now. You can talk to wretches?
Yes.
Heavens above! Have I been hitting the sauce too hard, or what?
I don't know. I don't know how much you've been drinking.
Sure, you ladies and gents have got plenty to chat about, so if you'll excuse me, I'm just gonna wait over there.
He fled.
Smart move.
We truly are demons.
I wonder about that. Them and us, we ain't too different.
Riches don't feel hunger no more, though. Mighty big convenience, in my opinion.
Yeah, it would be nice to... I don't know if that would be convenience. I kind of like food. I like to eat. It's one of the reasons I've been putting on a lot of weight is because in the last, 5 years in particular, I started picking up eating as a hobby. I like food. I like to eat food. I like the taste of food. I like watching cooking shows. I like cooking. And I also like making a big social event out of it, too. So if you can eat with friends, that's also another thing. This is basically what I do instead of drinking alcohol. I eat. And I am a bit of a confectionary when it comes to what I like to eat, too, because I love me some sweets. I will try to work sweets into every meal if I can. And potato is my personal favorite food of choice that I will also try to work into every meal that is possible. French fries, baked potato, mashed potato, tater tots, you name it. Scalloped probably is my personal favorite, though. And I'm sure I've even actually said this on a previous stream, but I bring this conversation up a lot. Whether or not I brought it up on stream or not, I don't know. I've even written a paper about potatoes for a class once. And I am sure it is probably somewhere around my desk in a stapled together folder or envelope.
I am in need of guidance. Please, help me find myself.
You're right there, standing between these two wretches.
Who am I? What am I?
Miss, I wish I knew that for myself.
Well, I've been a wretch for a while now. Enough time to remember who I am. But as for you, I'm as lost as a sailboat without a sailor.
Adrift is the term you're looking for.
Now don't turn away so quick. It ain't much, but we do got something to tell you. Miss, you're dead.
Thank you for the confirmation. Oh, the music's back. I kind of forgot about the music in this game. I like the music. The soundtrack's great. I believe Yoshihiro Ike or Ike is the one that does this.
Oh, get it? You croaked. You kicked the bucket. You kissed the roach-ravaged dirt of Revel and, well, you didn't become no bride of the gods.
Instead, you ended up as corrupt flesh, wriggling in the dust, coughing out blood and prayers. Wretched, like the rest of us.
I'm dead? No, that is not...
No? Did you not just see that boy hoof it out of here? Even the most snaggly-toothed, wart-ridden, butt-ugly human wouldn't have made him run like that.
I beg to differ.
Plus, our words don't reach nobody but us. We've lost our language, we've lost our memories. Heck, sometimes we even lose our very selves. If this ain't death or worse, I don't know what it is.
Some form of corruption. That'd be my guess.
All right now, let's stop scaring her and backtrack a bit. Miss, it didn't look like you had any trouble conversing with that young fella from before, but even taking that into account, you're still likely dead.
This is why I'm going and leaning towards undead.
Oh, can't you remember how it felt?
How what felt?
Death.
Steel against my throat. Cold. The cut. The blood. Warm, hot, burning. Then I died.
You poor soul.
Then, assuming you're the same as us, there should be something tying you to this world. Some kind of wish or grudge or regret. Am I wrong?
Ghosts.
You speak true. I do feel bound to something in this world.
The killer.
My sister's murder. I seek vengeance. I think.
You think? Oh, you lost little ghost.
Anyway, it makes sense. You become a wretch when you die with unfinished business. At least that's our understanding after talking to others of our kind.
Yep. I messed up real bad. It happened a long time ago, but the guilt's been as dadgum persistent as my shadow.
I ain't much different. See, I got a kid on the other side. Not being able to care for him, well, you can imagine how I feel. We might be dead, but we sure ain't resting in peace. Maybe that's why they call us wretches.
I feel like it's a bad term, to be honest, but I don't think anybody who isn't a wretch understands your guys' conditions, because you don't exactly have the ability to talk to them, and them to you.
It must hurt to recall these memories. I'm sorry.
Apologizing to a demon? You're a funny one.
I was being sincere.
Look, another thing about wretches. Once you meet one, you can always find them again. Works even if you knew them when they were alive.
Oh, you can feel them. Like wind running over your skin. Could even see your kinfolk again. if they have had the misfortune of becoming like us. Go on, give her a try.
That's kind of a neat feature, and I think it's really great for expanding the lore. The fact that the dead can basically sense each other.
I sense the two of you and the woman from before, but that is all.
Well, it means one of three things. Your family's alive, they passed, but peacefully, or they died a second death. Two of those options ain't bad, right? I'd take those odds.
50-50.
Anyway, if you ever decide to swing by these parts again, we'd be happy to keep you company. Take care of yourself till then. Here?
I will. Thank you. Wait. I have just one more question. If wretches are souls bound to this world by regret, what happens when those strings are cut?
That is the final question, isn't it?
Who knows? Never met anyone that's moved on.
Oh, but if the gods are as merciful as the church says, then I think they might swoop down and carry us off to our final home.
You think the church does that? Oh boy, they're in for a rude awakening.
I see. I apologize for having taken up so much of your time. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I did not think we would speak for so long.
Nah, I was just enjoying the scenery and the smell of ripe garbage. So was everything fine?
Oh, I love this guy.
Yes.
Welcome to the arena of fate.
How's it going, Marciano?
Discover anything of value?
I learned that I'm dead.
What? With those rosy cheeks?
Are they rosy?
It does not feel real to me either. But I have recollected fragments, sensations from when I died.
They don't look rosy to me.
There was a chill spreading over my heart and the burning edge of a blade. We also spoke of ties. We wretches all have something tethering us to this world.
And for you, that's your dear departed sister. Rest her soul. So what do you plan to do? Take revenge?
Yes. I see no other path forward. And I feel a force in me, compelling me, pushing me towards vengeance.
I hope you get that vengeance.
So now you remember the fact of your sister's death and sensations from your own. Anything else?
I can feel the memories. They are close, but unclear. Like shadows behind a curtain. Perhaps with time.
Yeah, let's hope. Hey, maybe you can talk to some of my associates. One of them might know something. Offer some information that'll get those memories jogging. Come on, I'll take you to them.
Thank you. You are very polite.
Not compared to you, I ain't. You're the most mild-mannered lady I ever had the pleasure to meet.
You know, I don't think I've ever commented on that enough. She is extremely overly polite. In fact, she apologizes a lot, too.
I knew she weren't no average Jane. But the living dead? That's an ill omen if I ever seen one. But I won't turn down a sweet little puppet like her. And if she can talk to wretches, well, who's to say she can't get them to act in my play, too? Finally, I see Lady Luck in the audience. And she's starting to bat her eyes my way.
Is she not going to comment about his thoughts that time? Within a web of lies. Oh no, I just realized. That was our 70th follower. No, we don't have 69 followers anymore.
Ain't the best place to sightsee. Sorry about that.
Why do you apologize?
You're asking why? Look around. Everything's covered in dirt and vomit. And it's darker than the inside of a cow.
Yeah. Before I forget, I should probably mention that I am working on what I call the Snyder cut of the channel trailer. I'll probably have a premiere for that. I was gonna have a premiere for it. I don't remember when I plan to do it. I'll probably do it this weekend, since I don't have any other planned streams coming up ahead. Just more of this, and maybe some stuff on the side, like Gilded Engineering, or maybe like some Heroes of the Storm.
I suppose.
But where the big toads live, it ain't that different. Take the false fronts off them fancy houses, you might as well be in the slums.
False fronts?
Sure, you can scrub at your skin and teeth and look real pretty, but the guts, the character underneath, you can't clean that out. Ain't that right, Illganeau?
I have not recollected enough of the world to confirm or deny your statement.
Right, on account of your amnesia. Never mind. You're better off not remembering. Memories of Revale would just fester in your mind. Cut them out and leave them. That's what I say.
There's a lot of memories I have about my world that I live in that I wish I could forget.
Well, look at what the cat dragged in.
Thought you'd be behind bars by now.
Guess y'all saw that hawk-eyed deputy take hold of me, huh? Well, I wriggled out of his 10-fingered talons real quick.
Who's that you got with you?
Oh boy.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I would not say that.
The answer to all our hopes and prayers. This young lady is gonna help us with work.
What?
You want to borrow assistance from Little Miss Tenderfoot here?
Hey now, how many times do I have to say don't judge a book by its cover? Not that y'all read, but... Listen, didn't y'all borrow dough from Icy?
Not that y'all read.
Yeah, and?
What if I said we could sweep that under the rug?
I'd say you ain't in your right mind.
That would be a fair assumption.
Just you wait. You won't believe your eyes.
I'm sorry. You have not yet informed me of the situation.
Shoot, I'm sorry, Illganeau. In a nutshell, we're gonna take down the man who killed your sister. Come on. There's somewhere we need to be. I'll explain later.
Ishtar's got more lies leaping out of him than fleas off of mud. Just what is he trying to start?
I'm surprised you two are dense enough and dumb enough to not figure that out. He's gonna pin her against Ishilendrig. You just don't understand that because you can't assume that the woman is a threat in any way.
Beats me. All I know is it ain't gonna end well. That damn lady killer.
Illganeau, you see those two in their fancy getup?
Where does the term lady killer originate from? Does anybody know? I would actually like to look that up in my downtime, but I am lazy, and I'm not going to. These guys.
Yes. I was attacked by people in similar uniforms earlier.
Well, could this get any easier? Illganeau, at long last, the time for vengeance is at hand. We're traveling to the lair of the devil himself.
That's quite the title you have for him.
Those sitting ducks right in front of us, they're the devil's minions. And you look more lost than a blind mouse without her whiskers. Listen, you ever hear about the Titans?
Perhaps. I recall the word.
So you know that they're the big roosters who run this roost, right? Well, one of them is named Ishilendrig. He's as dangerous as a pissed-off rattler. Spits as much venom as one, too. And he's so greedy, he'd rob every nest between here and the end of the world if he could.
I don't think he would. I think he would just take it. Or he already owns it.
Well, he's been terrorizing this city for years. And I don't want to point fingers, but I think your sister...
He took her life?
Yes. And that's precisely why you've got to take his. But we ain't going straight for the head. Ashillandrick can fight. And he's known for having the meanest pair of fangs. We attack from the other end. Pick off the underlings. Weaken him. Got it?
I do, but...
Get to the point.
Listen, baby sister. You and I, we can do whatever we put our minds to. We're free as birds. We can fly anywhere we please, and it'll be clear skies the whole way. I would know. Come on now. That face of yours alone is enough to make it rain. It'll be fine, 'cause we'll be together forever.
Ooh. It hurts.
A force is holding me back.
Illganeau, look at me. You can't afford to turn back, here?
I hear you.
Good. Now, there may be those pesky memories shackling you to this cramped, stinking, bloody cell of a world. But vengeance, that's the key that will give you freedom.
Are you sure about that?
You are right.
Whoop.
You are right. I must not waver. I wish to speak with you.
Who the hell are you?
I love this guy's voice. Who the hell are you?
How'd you get in here?
I am sorry I hurt your friends. But I was at a loss. Even now, I do not know which path to take.
So why did these ones not shoot first? The last time they were more than happy to shoot first and ask questions than ever.
Maybe you can tell me. Am I supposed to kill you?
She's crazy!
Try anything funny, and I'll put a bullet between your eyes.
I'm lost.
She's like a dream! This is all like a dream!
It's over.
I was watching the whole time. Couldn't tear my eyes away. Now, do me a favor and sit tight for a bit. Gotta go collect some proof.
Proof of what?
Beck. My oh my. You may look as delicate as the butterfly in your hair, but you are as deadly as any plague this world's ever seen.
Is that what her little hair beret is? It's a butterfly? That doesn't look like a butterfly to me.
Yes.
Looks like a feather or a couple of feathers.
What? Don't tell me you're bothered by this whole assassination business.
I mean, I don't know how you wouldn't be.
Don't worry. Things will turn out all right. I promise.
How do you know?
Have you seen yourself? You are sincere, focused, powerful. You have your love for your sister acting as the wind beneath your wings. And love is the most powerful force in the world, Illganeau.
I don't know.
Nothing can hold you down.
But is nothing gonna ever give her up?
You and I, we'll get our vengeance. Then, finally, I will have what I deserve.
Are you also shackled by memories?
You could say that. I want to be a titan. I want to be larger than life. Grow so big I can snap these shackles like twigs and run wild, crushing everything in my wake.
You know, I wasn't sold on his character performance at first, but it's grown on me at this point.
This is how it's gonna work. You kill Ashillandrick and get your vengeance. I step into his empty shoes and rise to the top. Win-win situation, way I see it.
I do not see it so clearly.
Really? Well, it's clearer than day to me. These spectacles ain't just for show, you know. Quit worrying. Just follow old Istar. and I'll show you the way. We've been stepped on long enough. Now, it's our turn to trample over creation and crush every last damn thing under our boots.
All right. We're a little bit over halfway done at this point. He falsely claims that children killed Illganeau's sister and convinces... I don't think it's a false claim. It's a pretty likely claim. I don't know. I think I misclicked, so...
Almost there. This, ain't...
Why do you...
You're asking why? Look around.
I suppose.
Where the big toads live. Sure, you can
okay,
scrub at your skin.
This is what we just saw. Okay. Lie to survive. So few battles.
I am not to blame. If you want to blame someone, blame fate. She's the meanest card dealer there ever was.
I don't disagree with that.
I came into this world crooked, gripping only the dead man's hand. I never knew tenderness, never had friends. Sometimes, heck, I think I don't even got a heart.
Ugh.
When I was young, my parents left me and my sister. Went riding off to nowhere. The neighbors saw but went on with their lives, pretending not to notice. They sure didn't care. It was just us kids, alone in the world. You think I had a chance at growing into an honest adult? That any kind of decent future was left to me? Revale's a dump, filled with refuse that no one wants, no one needs. I would collapse in the street, and rich folks in their shiny shoes would step over me, like I was a puddle of mud.
I've never really felt insignificant in my life, but I do feel like there are people with too much power.
That's me. Mud Puddle Istar. Explains why I felt comfortable doing all manner of dirty work. There was nothing I wouldn't sink my hands into. With the exception of murder, of course. But other than that, I couldn't afford to be picky. My sister needed me. When I got a little older, I found that there was one game I was real good at playing. The game of love. I got a face that turns heads and breaks hearts. It was the only thing of value my parents left me, and I used it as bait. You wouldn't believe how many fools I caught. Hook, line, and sinker. Once I reeled them in, I would murmur real low, sweeten them up with words. I love you. You're the only one. I would run my fingers over their hands, up their arms, gentle as you please. Then, come morning, I'd take everything. Leave my catch gutted. Back then, that was the very definition of success. Heck, after a good haul, I could run out spurred on for weeks on end.
Kind of hard to feel sorry for him at this point. He went down a dark path.
Boy, I wish those golden days could have lasted forever. I might have even enjoyed myself once in a while. But, well, you know how it goes. People take what they can get from you. And once they clean out even the dust from your coffers, they leave you. Guess maybe it was about time I got a taste of my own medicine.
There we go. My chair's fixed.
One day, I left my cash with old Skinny Fingers, a man I thought I could trust. But he took it and he ran. By the time I found him, he was a stone-cold, stone-broke corpse.
Never trust anybody that goes by the nickname Skinny Fingers. I got fat fingers.
Still, I wasn't down and out yet. No siree. I just needed one big catch to turn things around. I got close several times, too. But the Titans keep a tight grip on their dust bowl. I had to dig into dirtier and dirtier jobs. I built a castle out of grime, and it just kept getting larger and larger.
You know, if he's got such a pretty face, I'm surprised Not never took an interest in him.
Until it all crumbled on that cursed night. Damn it, Illganeau. I'd had a bad day. Clerk caught me pinching food and gave me a beating. He even tried to report me to the sheriff. My fuse was running short, so when my sister confronted me, I said some things I regret, but I didn't mean to kill her. I know I'm just a poor devil that feeds on falsehoods and rotten words, but I ain't lying now. Her smile haunts me when I close my eyes. Her fragrance still lingers on the breeze. 'Cause I brought her life to an end. Afterwards, life kicked up a storm. I was just a sad piece of tumbleweed caught in the middle of a whirlwind. It didn't matter what I did. Everything fell through. Lady Luck didn't even want to look at me no more. Damn it! Damn you! Damn this whole world! I was out pilfering when the authorities found me. They put my face on posters and in newspapers, which meant my gig as a chiseler was up. And I didn't have the muscle for bounty hunting. Sometimes the other outlaws threw a few scraps my way, jobs no one wanted to take, either because they were too small or too foul. It was all I could do to keep from starving to death.
The world we live in isn't that much better than his, to be honest.
Why did things have to turn out this way? Why?
To be fair, crime only exists due to a lack of opportunity.
Things sunk so low that I thought I need to change things or just, you know, become food for the worms. Any case, I was done sitting around waiting. So I went to the Titans. Vincent, I couldn't, for obvious reasons. But I went to meet with Not and Ashilendrig. What in frozen hell was I expecting?
Go on, get out of here.
You ain't nothing but a filthy mongrel.
Can't get the high and mighty to come down off their thrones and mingle with the dogs. Well, y'all can just take your velvet robes and your silk gloves and shove them down your throats. You think I don't know what I am?
How does one become a henchman for a Titan?
I know, all right. I'm a mud puddle, a lying devil, a filthy mongrel, a breathing corpse. If you turn me over, you'll see all the stab wounds in my back.
I wonder what kind of treatment he would get if he just turned himself in, to be honest. It might actually be for the better.
Yeah, I know. When I gave old Skinny Fingers the money, his eyes started shifting about. His lips twitched like he could barely stop from smiling. I know what my friends call me. The Lady Killer. They think it's funny. I can see how crooked I am. How far from the path I've strayed. But let me ask you something. Was it my fault that I was born poor?
No.
Was it my fault that I turned to crime? No.
Subjective.
It's your fault. Every single one of you that balances this rotten system on your shoulders. Every single one of you that has ever stepped on the poor or watched it happen. It's all your fault. It was time for the tragic comedy of Istar to come to an end. I just needed to be caught stealing leftovers or maybe swindling a cat, and they'd throw me in a slammer for life. The end. That's how it should have panned out. But lo and behold, I met her. Now, let's take stock of the situation.
Alrighty, back to the present.
I was at rock bottom.
Check.
Which meant the only way to go was up.
That's a nice way of looking at it.
This'll be the first and last time fate ever deals me a winning hand. Just need to play my cards right. Everything'll be just fine. I know this game. I'm the lady killer. Illganeau. As long as I'm with you, Butterfly, I can soar to the summits. Glide at heights even the Titans can't reach.
I don't believe that. Not even for a second.
Never knew tenderness. Never had friends. And I think pride ain't nothing but empty air in your belly.
Yeah.
There's just one thing I want. A future. A real future. Bright and shiny. One that can't be taken away. And out of everyone's reach but my own. Might seem like a pipe dream for a dirty dog like me. Folks have treated me like a sick stray all my life. And I haven't treated myself much better.
Honestly, all I really look for in life is friendship, happiness, and the ability to keep living. Those three things are what probably drive me more than anything.
But my dreams rise above that. My dreams are made of quintessence. And that's the purest substance in the universe.
What is quintessence? I feel like I've heard that word before. Surviving in the shadows. Nope, looks like we've got another battle coming. Probably against more icy goons. I honestly don't remember.
To bring this system crashing down. But I was weak. Couldn't even put a dent in it. I had damn near given up. Until I met you.
Or maybe this is where we finally catch up with Selena's story.
Me?
I have ambition, and you have power. Neither is worth jack squat alone. But together, we can move worlds. We're the chosen ones, see?
If we are together, can we achieve both my vengeance and your aims?
Sure, sure. Either way, we're gonna try. What have we got to lose? Thanks for cleaning up around here. The folks back at the slums will want to know what happened. Tell you what, I'm gonna trot back real quick. Give them the rundown. You can stay here. Stretch out your legs, relax a little.
There are people I would like to visit. Could I go see them?
Your wretch buddies?
Yes.
Huh. Assuming she really can speak wretch, is it a good idea to let her chew the fat with them? What if one of them rats me out? But then again, I shouldn't rub her the wrong way.
Should I stay?
Nah, go on. In fact, I got a cordial message for those friends of yours. Tell them we got big plans, Illganeau. And tell them that every last wretch who joins forces with us gets a chance at shedding their shackles.
All right.
Wonderful. I'll catch you later.
It's probably safe to assume that everybody who's dead has some sort of beef with Ishilindrig, so letting them know probably isn't the worst thing.
Tell me about your dreams.
Oh, I don't got any yet.
I'm determined to see our family happy forever. And that includes you, little Miss Mopey.
Man, I feel bad for this sister that we already know is dead.
What should I do? Is anyone here?
Oh, back already, huh?
Okay, so this is where we run into Selena.
I smell blood. What have you done?
I did it to take vengeance.
Will killing be the thing that sets you free?
That is what I was led to believe.
Led? Miss, you might have lost your life, but you sure as hell still got your brains. Why don't you use them?
I'm sorry,
Hey now, are we in a position to be passing judgment?
Guess not.
I like this guy's personality.
You'll find your way. We all do. Eventually that fog is gonna clear, and you're gonna discover what's tying you down. See, at first I couldn't recollect nothing myself, but now when I close my eyes, I see the face of my little one. It's a little blurry, but that's my crybaby, all right.
Crybaby.
I hope you meet again one day.
I do too, but they might not like a monster knocking on their door.
Well, stop getting her hopes up.
Huh?
Listen, it's true your memories start returning with time. But there's a catch. You get your past back, but you trade in your humanity. Sometimes you come to, and you're in a nest of corpses. It's happened to me more than a couple of times.
That's when it hits you hardest.
We're demons.
Then as the days slip by, I too.
Well, I wouldn't be too sure. We never met someone like you, so can't really say what'll happen.
She probably doesn't have the same bloodlust that you guys get.
In any case, you best get out there and seize life by the horns before the dark takes hold of you.
Just don't get done in.
Wretches can pass on.
Oh, we die all right.
And wretches who die, you don't ever hear about them coming back as some kind of super rich. Once you croak, that's it.
Why can't ghosts come back as a super ghost? Why not? I want to know the logistical reasons why the magic system cares. If you have unfinished business and that's what's keeping you tethered to the world, how does dying stop you?
How chilling.
Sure, but which is the lesser of two evils? Disappearing or hanging on knowingly as bits and pieces of you slowly vanish on the inside?
We ain't keen on dying, but...
Right on cue.
What?
And we have seen this from Selena's point of view, and that's the reason why we remember it.
Hey, you hurt? Not a scratch on ya. Well, thank your lucky stars.
What do I have to be thankful for?
Ah!
Are you Ashilendrig?
What are you trying to get at? And who do you think you are?
I am called Illganeau. Are you familiar with the name?
Not at all. But let me give you a friendly warning, Illganeau. Don't pull anything funny. Be a real shame if I had to carve that pretty name of yours into a tombstone.
But why?
I said no funny business.
Alrighty.
Why? I was speaking to my friends about death and the end.
If I remember correctly, this was actually the battle we struggled the most with in the Japanese playthrough.
I want vengeance. I feel a dry heat in my mind. Is this fury? Are you the enemy? Why won't you answer me?
What the hell is going on?
Are you
She
evil?
angry.
Or am I?
You killed her friends.
I don't know. Do I look like a confessional to you?
What do we call people that are ghosts that are dead? More dead? Deader? Alive?
Am I guilty of sin?
I don't know. You could be a wolf in sheepskin or a lamb in wolfskin. It's all the same to me. All I know is I have orders to kill me a wretch. I'm gonna be clear with you. I don't have a clue who you are, and frankly, Spooky, I don't give a damn. The gods want you, dead or alive.
Dead or alive?
Sinner, lift up thy face, for redemption is at hand. Ignite, trigger. Your wicked deeds shall melt away and leave only a sweet blessing.
You would think that her magic could actually defeat her. You would think, but we already know that it doesn't, because we saw how this played out in Selena's story. But you would think melting something into nothing would be enough to destroy her. We haven't really. It's not really been explained why she's more durable than the other wretches yet.
God shadowed are thy names. thy world teems with wickedness. We do not know repletion, for we are starved of thy love. Thus, divinity, thy name is ignorance.
I mean, how many bullets has Illganeau tanked at this point? Like 7, 8?
I shall be guardian to this forsaken world, and scorch away its bleakest filth.
Are you a guardian angel?
Well, I sure ain't yours. But I will purge those sins, come heaven or high water.
What? I could have sworn we told her about Istar, or mentioned it.
Am I a demon?
Now don't take this personal.
Okay, so we'll keep the puppet box. It's just a useful removal spell. The Mind Splitter kind of sucks. Ugh. Ugh. Those are not what I wanted to draw.
My bullets could melt an elephant.
Your bullets can melt an elephant. That is correct. Hey, we got a 2-drop.
Like I'm up.
Wait, I don't remember putting this in the deck. I don't remember this card being in the deck. Ooh. I think we go with the creature play.
Is that how you treat a lady?
There might be better targets for the box of puppets.
Gods quite like gossip, you know.
Draw a card. Okay, that's gonna be a scary tiger, so.
Biceps will usher in a new age.
Or not to die.
Is that how you treat a lady?
Routine time!
Yeah, we got some big puppets. Didn't they actually add some new puppet cards in the new mini expansion? I actually haven't looked at all the new cards that are in the mini expansion.
Get that negativity out of here!
Systems online. Engage apathy.
Is that how you treat a lady?
If I were
thy little canary.
I must delve deeper.
Ooh, price reduction on Zelgen. Yeah. I think we're doing pretty good for ourselves. What's our rally count at? 8?
I'll pray to anyone who will listen. Just wait till these flames reach you.
Garuda.
Trespass not upon this sacred ground.
What is extinction of the self?
Biceps will usher in a new age.
To die or not to die.
Even in paradise.
Let's see.
I await the day I can be of service.
This bloodshed chills me.
I am the protector. You are not the one. It'll be alright.
Routine time!
There we go, we got our puppets again. And we got the rally up to 10, which means now we just have to worry about getting our death counter up.
There won't be a speck of ash left.
Alright.
End like this.
Foul force
forces of darkness, bow before my tempest.
Okay, one for you. One for you. This will refund 4 mana, right?
Systems online. Engage apathy.
And what do you make? Holy Flame Tiger as well. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower.
Time to get cut.
I'm already a proper lady, you know.
Wind, grant them
I
courage.
must delve deeper.
Make a big board. Big board is the way to win.
Now, if you would please look to your right.
If they kill our board somehow, it does not get us to the required 20.
Foul forces of darkness, bow before my tempest.
Systems online. Engage apathy.
Time to get cut.
Clarity of the mind.
Is that how you treat a lady, you
Well, we kind of stomped this match. We went wide super quickly.
My steps have no direction.
Puppets. Puppets are the way. Puppets are love. Puppets are life.
Ignite, trigger, haven fire.
Huh. Heat. I'm burning. So this is what it is to burn. I remember.
That was a direct hit. How's she still standing?
Hasn't been explained yet.
You take lives. So did I. It seemed like the only path at the time.
Kinda still is.
Ignite, trigger, haven fire. She's real tough for a walking corpse. Ain't melting, ain't crumbling, heck, not even a whimper. I ain't never seen anybody like her, human or wretch. What are you?
I am still searching for myself. You know nothing. They were innocent folks, but we were speaking of terrible things. Things that made me shiver.
Yep, and this is the same conversation we had in Selena's story.
He had a child. She made mistakes. Then you came in and shot them.
I'm about to lose my damn mind listening to you.
I only wanted conversation. Do you people speak with nothing but your guns?
Just shut your mouth.
I wonder if Vincent is aware of the Wretch's conditions and origins. Because Vincent's the one that orders the assassination of the
Gonna be awful hard
Wretches.
getting up with your brains on fire. What kind of unholy fire does it take to burn, you devil?
Perhaps I survived because I was chosen. That is what Istar said.
Okay, this is where she named Istar. Okay, I wasn't misremembering. She does bring up Istar.
Chosen? By a god named Earstar? Never heard that one before.
Oh, that's right. How could I forget Earstar?
Look at that sorry state you're in. Even if greater forces existed, which they don't, and if they were meddling, which they ain't, this sure ain't a blessing. This is divine retribution.
Says someone who doesn't believe in gods.
Retribution.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Now, what brought on these waterworks? You know Pa, Ma, and I adore you, right? Makes us happy just being around you. Shh, don't cry.
I'm here, okay? I've got you.
We're never gonna learn her name or the sister's name, are we? And this is coming from a guy that doesn't really remember if we learn or not.
I want you to live. Please.
It's all coming together.
I hear you. Retribution. Why does it ring so familiar? Retribution. Such a heavy word. Must I make retribution?
Eat this!
It is only proper that retribution follow vice.
How many bullets does she have?
Ugh! Nothing's working!
But if I must make retribution, did I transgress in some way?
Questions, questions! Can't you make up a half-witted opinion on your own? Out of bullets.
There we go. Isn't it nice when no one's shooting at you?
Damn it! Best be to retreat, or I'll be pushing up daisies.
If you are a guardian angel, illuminate my path. Show me who I really am.
Back off, Spooky. I can't show you diddly squat.
The magic bullet. Here we go.
I hit her in the head, she froze for 2 blinks. Alright, it's do or die,
Wait.
Selena.
Why do we still get her internal monologue in this version?
Look, how am I supposed to be a guardian angel when I can't even protect myself? You want to find your place in this world? Find somebody who understands your sin.
Sin.
Uh-huh. Well, this little cat fight has been real charming, but it's over now. Cause I ain't passing to the other side without my man. Lights out, beast!
Someone who understands my sins.
Istar. Istar understands her sins.
When I fired, I could have sworn. No. Calm yourself, Selena. Focus on getting back to the church. The abbess will want to hear about what happened.
Who could it be?
And then she's gonna go talk to Fluis or whatever her name was. Fortune teller lady.
Who knows sin like mine? What is this? A bullet.
It is indeed.
Yes, it is indeed a bullet. There she is. Speak of the devil, and the devil shall appear.
Well, ain't that a lackluster greeting for a mystical bell? Though I suppose it makes sense, on account of half of you being on the other side of the veil.
Who are you?
Finally, answers.
The name's Flo-S, Sweet Pea.
Oh, that's how it's pronounced. I haven't heard it in a while.
And I might have some answers to your questions.
I smell something burning. Someone might be cooking something. Shadows of Nobody. Yeah, we're almost done. Probably like 30 minutes left.
You have answers? You know who I am?
You don't need to look so surprised, Sweet Pea. Honestly, it would be odd for me not to know. The world is but a stage, whose plays I have watched many, many times. Now your tale is about a dear little girl with a special little heart. Tragedy strikes, and she's left wandering the world, half dead and half alive. That's what makes you different from all the other wretches, see?
Okay, I was right. Undead. Or half dead. I guess I was close.
I do not understand.
You'll catch up eventually.
My memories are gone. Have we met before?
Please tell me yes.
Well, that depends. Would you say you've ever met the sky?
Come on. Can you just not be cryptic for once?
I guess you wouldn't. Not in the conventional sense. It is rather hard to get in touch with. But that don't mean the sky ain't there. Why, the sky is everywhere. As am I.
Your meaning eludes me. Am I too slow?
No, she's just speaking nonsense.
You are the meekest little lamb I ever met.
I am everywhere and nowhere.
Entirely different from Selena. I'm talking to her right now, too. And your personalities are like sheep and wolf. How am I ever gonna get through to her? I sure don't know.
Oh, so this conversation takes place at the same time as your conversation with Selena. So she can be in two places at once. Good for you.
Who?
I'm sorry. I'm just chattering on about things that mean nothing to you, ain't I? You want to hear stories about yourself. Your human self.
Yes, please. Some things have come back to me. The pull of vengeance. Visions of my dead sister.
Can we get some of the sad music? I miss listening to the sad music.
And the name of her killer. Ashilendrig.
Fascinating. Tell me, have you ever seen Ashilendrig?
We're just met. Was Ashilendrig not the woman who shot me?
No, not by a long shot. That was Selena.
You couldn't be farther from your mark, Sweet Pea.
Then no. I suppose I have not.
Yes, that's what I thought. Listen, I'll let you in on a secret. Ashilendrig carries neither blades nor guns on his person.
I just realized that she's still holding the bullet.
Now, you remember your death, don't you? You had your throat slit open and the breath stolen right out of you.
I did.
Ashilendrig is a titan. He's powerful, and he's a brute. If he wanted you and your sister gone, he wouldn't just give you a little kiss on the throat. He'd swallow you whole, Sweet Pea. And nothing, not a bone, not even a speck of dust, would be left. But you're not too far off from your vengeance. I'd say you're actually getting rather hot.
Not Ishilendrig, but Ishilendrig adjacent. Now, who's a knife-wielding person that works for Ishilendrig? There's only one that comes to mind.
The one you're really looking for is hiding right there in your shadow.
Unless it's Istar.
I do love playing fortune teller. I turn your pretty head with riddles, and you choose what to believe.
I don't believe a word she says, except for the fact that she may be some manifestation of the sky. But she seems to be weird.
May I ask a question?
You may, and I will answer it if I can.
When we, wretches, tie up all loose ends, what happens?
Nothing at all.
That sucks.
When you go to sleep, does the world stop spinning? When you wake up, does the world start turning?
Sucks to be a wretch, I guess.
Then why am I here?
There's only one person in this whole universe who decides that, Sweet Pea. And that's you. Now, I have let my mouth run for far too long. Let's call it a day, shall we?
You know, asking you for answers was probably about as helpful as not asking anybody and not ever getting answers.
Yes. Thank you.
Because I don't think your answers are all that helpful, but she's super polite and she's going to thank you regardless.
Think nothing of it. But listen, the truth's out there, and it's waiting to be unearthed. More often than not, though, things are buried for a reason.
Bye, bitch.
Vengeance does not lie with Ashilendrig.
She didn't say that. She just said that Ishilindrik very likely didn't kill you, but someone close to him did.
Then who?
Please, stay away! Watch out!
Come on, just let us know the name.
Who took her?
Got beans. Brother made beans. I'm gonna eat some of this because I'm starving.
I do not know. I do not understand.
Well, if it ain't Istar's new partner in crime.
He just left. Went to go pick you up.
Understood.
Wait, let's talk. We heard you're after Ishilindrik.
How meek little mouse is gonna hunt down a strong, hungry snake, I sure as hell don't know.
Why have you grabbed hold of my arm?
That dog is good enough for you, but I ain't.
Well, we don't call him the lady killer for nothing. That hound's got his fangs sunk deep into her.
Your meaning eludes me.
I'm saying you should stop consorting with Ishtar. Stay here with us. You ain't got enough brains to fill shot glass between the two of you. Listen, Ishilindrig's already sent out his people.
They're promising to rain gold on the fella that catches you two. Well, let me tell you, this entire slum is parched for money, us included.
If you stay here, we won't sell you out. Ishtar's the only one that's got to go.
He's using it, you know? Once he's cleaned you out, he'll leave you like scraps for the vultures.
Does he mean to take my life?
Finally starting to catch on.
I've done some dirty things before, but I still wouldn't touch that filthy mutt with a 10-foot pole. Seems like you think real high of him. Don't you know how he got the name Lady Killer? One, on account of him being an ass-talking con man, real good at kissing women out of their life savings. Two, on account of him killing a woman. Now, Ishtar's got pudding for guts, and he ain't never shot a man. But, a few years back, he ripped open the throat of a girl who'd supported him for years.
But Ishtar is kind to me.
Well, he needs to treat his tools gentle.
Oh, if you don't believe us, talk to Ishtar. Ask him about the time he bit the hand that fed him. If it starts getting shifty, just say the name of the girl he killed.
You son of a gun. Just hearing it will make him shake in his boots. You say, Illganeau.
Oh, she was cut real bad. We had a hot summer that year, and the slum smelled like baked blood for days.
Ishtar killed me.
Are you some kind of witch?
Stop, you demon!
Ishtar took it from me.
But you're not too far off from your vengeance. I'd say you're actually getting rather hot. The one you're really looking for is hiding right there in your shadow.
He stole my life.
We gotta get out of here!
I know that they're obviously setting them up against each other, so that get her to kill Ishtar. That's where the plot's going anyway. But I'm sure everybody that's been watching and paying close enough attention shows that this is very much being set up, and is too obvious to be true. For instance, where was the line? Summer, that's probably a key term. We don't know when Illganeau was killed. Girly killed. Bit the hand that fed him. You don't have any memories of Ishtar, which means he killed his sister. And you are very clearly not his sister. Basically what we got from his flashback. So everyone can see that Ishtar is not the one to kill. It's very obvious, which means who I hinted at earlier is probably the correct answer, which is Zessel Wenche.
What is she?
Ishtar, are you my enemy?
No, he's not. But unfortunately, everybody wants you to believe that he is. Nobody here.
The looks on their dumb faces were pure gold.
Ugh.
She had Icy's goons giving up the ghost in 2 seconds flat. I got proof, too. These uniforms look familiar, boys? First the uniforms, then the crown. Gentlemen, you are looking at your next titan.
All I see's a lily-livered lady killer.
Well, rub your eyes, and pretty soon you'll find yourself gazing at bona fide royalty. When Icy's dead, well, your debts will be as good as forgiven. Don't say I never look out for my friends.
Yeah, we'll hold you to that.
Would you look at them birds and feel that sunshine? Maybe this world ain't so ugly.
It's about to be pretty ugly.
You, Ishtar?
Huh?
What he meant to say was, you the fool sparking rebellion against Mr. Ashilendrig?
Now, whatever are you talking about? I'm just a con man, of middling success, completely inconsequential. I'm talking...
Ain't no time for your talk. Too many brave little mice in this city trying to upset the natural order of things.
That's what that guy sounds like.
Really? I'd bet my last bullet you're part of the Bunny and Baron crowd. Few of your kind get away with a couple of crimes, and the whole nest thinks they're invincible.
But once we trap the big two, y'all will go scurrying back to your holes soon enough.
Listen, friends, I'm saying you got me all wrong.
Wrong or not, it ain't gonna change what we're about to do to you.
What'd she hit him with?
When we're finished with you, you're gonna wish you'd settled for a comfy stone cell and a nice hay bed.
Oh, so that's what the jail's like.
If you think I'm gonna bite the dust at your filthy boots, you've got another thing coming!
You're gonna have to run faster than that!
Ow, my arm!
Ugh.
Come on now. You don't want to kill me? Please!
Relax, Chief. You ain't gonna die from one nip, Dom.
Shucks. 2 nipped arms, though. Jury's out.
Man, these people are dicks.
No, it ain't fair. My whole life, I was taken advantage of. And your boss, he built his castles off the backs of people like me.
I look forward to the uprising of the proletariat.
We watered his gardens with our blood, sweat, and tears. He may strut like a king, but he steals like a thief. He snatched that crown of his. But I earned it.
Preaching to the choir.
Crown won't do you much good if I shoot your skull clean off.
Don't do it! He's exploiting you! You know that. But me, I'm on your side. Please. I'm begging you.
This is the problem with evil henchmen in fiction. They don't understand how low on the totem pole they are, and how truly valueless they are considered to be to their actual cause.
Don't do it! Illganeau?
He is not for you to kill.
Oh, we've heard about you.
You and your demonic powers.
I am on a search. The seer said the enemy was hiding in my shadow. If you hinder me, I cannot guarantee your safety.
And here comes the battle that I almost forgot was going to happen. I see Zunderling. Crazy guy.
You have forced my hand.
Nothing escapes the Syndicate.
The Syndicate. I forgot I had this puppet strings thing. It's a good way to get a few death triggers. Rally count up. Just 4 mana puts 3 things on the field.
I do not know what winds whisked me here.
And also does some damage to boot. It's just a good spell.
I won't hurt you too much.
Just continue to pump up the rally count so we can get our Faerins.
Cruelty begets cruelty.
Start damaging him his face as much as we can. Oh, is it Dragoncraft and Bloodcraft? Oh, that's kind of annoying.
Foul forces of darkness, bow before my
Now that's what I call a true combo.
Wind, grant them courage.
As soon as we can evolve Illganeau and get the
lucky day, my friend.
wretched Tryst right off the
You're
bat.
eating up valuable time.
There's a wave coming. Hold on to your car.
I won't hurt you
Ugh.
too much.
Blow on, dear wind.
This bloodshed chills me. You have made an enemy of me.
Good draw.
There we go.
Cruelty begets cruelty.
Breach of contract, huh?
Just look at that aggro. Oh, it's got Bane.
You ain't slipping out of this one.
It's gonna reset us. Nope, he's gonna have enough to kill her in one go.
Maybe this time I can fade completely. I do not know what winds whisked me here.
Let's just play this. Nope. I wanted to hit this. Let's see. Rally count 8 follows sprint 7.
Thanks to you.
Ooh, Kudlock. I love Kudlock. He's a cool card in my opinion. I think we'll move my head down so that I'm not inhibiting the text. So we're gonna play this.
100%
This will get our rally count up.
0% fluff. A spin and a twirl, and out. There's our puppy to game. Infection shall rule.
How are we doing? 10 followers
Today
destroyed?
is your lucky day, my friend.
You breathed your last.
There's a wave coming. Hold on to your cards.
I guess I wasn't good enough.
Why is it the string is so pricey?
Foul forces of darkness, bow before my tempest.
Man, look at that combo.
Wind, grant them courage.
Rally count 18.
Pain and suffering.
What have we here? More of them scallywags coming to Blackheart's Bay, eh?
Oh, got a raid? Oh, that's a lot of people. Somebody's stream just end? Or is this another infamous
Foul forces of darkness,
bot raid?
bow before my tempest.
We're on follower only chat here, so feel free to pop in there. Ooh.
Welcome to the arena of fate.
Oh, there are real people here.
I have a mission.
You will atone for wasting my time.
Haven storm. Wind, grant them courage. Wind, grant them courage.
Yeah. This is mostly just a replay for my own personal enjoyment. Honestly, I thought it would only take us 2 hours to do this story mode. I'm surprised that we're still going at it.
What splendid brutality!
It can't end like this.
I'm pretty sure we've won at this point.
I shall give birth to
Wipe the board, please. The world on a train.
What's your price? You'll pay for this. You'll pay for this. The budget.
The budget.
Are you my enemy? Is Ashilindrig my enemy?
Yes, yes he is.
Well, if he weren't, he is now.
He already was. You guys basically opened fire on her before you even asked any questions.
You got it coming to you, you filthy demon!
Seriously though, why is she so durable?
I am lost. I think I see a path, but will it lead me home? Can you not show me?
Never seen magic like this before. What kind of creature is she?
Also, why are we getting an insight into the random henchman number 42's thoughts? She has to be carry poor. Is that why they nerfed her?
I do not know. But I can tell you, this is not magic.
Looks like magic to me.
What level of hell did you crawl out of? You won't ever bring down this Shillendrig here. You want to be a Titan in your...
Sweet dreams.
Oh, that was nice.
Well, well. I can hardly believe it. I plumb forgot. I've got a butterfly from heaven fluttering above my head.
I'm sorry, but people have convened to completely conspire her against you, so things are not about to look too well for you.
Thank you. With you around, there ain't nothing.
And here's where this big sad starts. Why can't he get a card?
Illganeau?
Let me ask you, Istar. Are you my enemy?
You take a hit to the head or something? Where?
Did you take my life?
Answer the question.
Answer me. Did you not urge me on a path of vengeance?
Yes, he did do that.
No, this is all a misunderstanding.
Yes, it is a misunderstanding, but also, yes, you were the one who stirred her on a path of vengeance. Not to say that that was wrong. I personally agree with you. I think Path of Vengeance is probably one of the better things for her, because I don't see her having much else to do.
I am your friend, Illganeau. I care about you.
Remains to be seen, but I don't outright see it as a lie.
Then look at me, Istar. I can no longer contain myself.
Why? Why can't my life turn into something worth living? No, I can't die here. Not without ever having known the true sweetness of life. I'm gonna be a Titan if it's the last thing I do. Ain't no one gonna take from me again!
And he ran away. Back on the subject of the Illganeau nerf, probably what I would have done to change her, instead of making her cost 2, I would have made her have 1 attack, and maybe make it so that she doesn't get full evolve stats. Like, evolving still does the -1/-1 to everything, but she doesn't get any tougher for doing it. That's probably the nerf I would have done instead of the heavy hand, just raise her mana cost. But honestly, even with the nerf that they did do, I still think she's a pretty good card. She's definitely still one of my favorite cards. Easily one of my favorite the whole set.
Well, well.
That is Tar.
Never thought I'd say this, but I sure am happy to see your pretty mugs. Listen, I am this close to being shoved off this mortal coil. That woman is out to kill me. I think she's confused. She's been consorting with some shady folk, and one of them must have fed her lies about me.
How?
I just need to wait it out, let her calm down, then talk some reason into her.
So he's smart enough to figure out that she's being led astray, but not smart enough to figure out these two dunderheads are very likely the ones responsible, because you've pretty much been present to meet literally everyone she's been acquainted with at this point, except for Floess, or whatever her name is. This is the problem I have with characters in fiction, is because a lot of them have stupidity for the purpose of moving the plot.
But that ain't the end of our problems. Schillendrig's men know what I look like, and they are hot on my trail. I need y'all to hide me. Not for long, just enough time to lick my wounds.
You can talk pretty good, Istar. What you need to do is shut up and think.
Huh? What?
We're the ones who ratted you out that Shillendrig, you numbskull.
Earned us a pretty penny, too. Guess we ought to thank you for that.
But why?
Why? Hell, why are you even here on this earth?
You can't steal, you can't kill, and even though you got that pretty face, you can't cheat. I could find more uses for a sack of snail turds than I could for you.
Man, life just really shits on Istar, doesn't it?
Aw, don't be too hard on him. He's worth something now. Istar, if you only knew how much money he's offering for your corpse. And what do you think you're doing?
Princess, we're in the middle of something.
I may have been killed by Istar.
I'm telling you, that ain't...
What'd you just say?
Istar may be my enemy.
Hey, she making any sense to you?
I'll give her the benefit of the doubt for being dumb, because she's taken at least 3 bullets to the brain that we know of at this point.
Earlier, you told me Istar killed Illganeau. That's me. I am Illganeau.
And these two are dumb.
Istar, you sure did right in picking up this girl. She might be the dumbest one yet.
Why do you laugh?
Listen here. Yeah, this dog killed a woman, and yeah, her name was Illganeau. Her body was left rotting in that alley for days. I've seen it, and you know what? She didn't look a thing like you.
No.
You poor, dumb little thing. Ishtar weren't the son of a dog that cut you.
Then who am I?
Sweetie, you ain't puzzled that out yet?
Who could I be?
Yeah, if Istar is not the one who knows who she is, who the hell are you?
You're nobody.
I guess that works. These vocal performances.
We deserve to be happy. I thought that, even as a young girl.
These vocal performances are really, really good. I can't congratulate the dub cast enough.
Pa was gentle. He seldom spoke, but he would sit by me when I needed him, with his big hand on my head, smelling of warmth and aftershave.
I feel like this flashback sequence would have been better to have after what's happening right now got resolved, instead of cutting back to it.
Sometimes, when we were alone, he'd lean down with a twinkle in his eye. "Don't tell Ma," he'd say, and slip a piece of candy into my pocket. We'd share a quiet life.
Man, what would I do for some candy right now? I have a sweet tooth and it is itching to eat something.
Ma was kind. She always smiled and sang. When she moved, it was like light followed her around the room.
You know, that settles it. After I end the stream here, I'm going to go in the other room and get some ice cream.
I was gloomy. Very different from Ma. But she liked to lean over, brush the hair out of my face and say, "I am so proud that you are my daughter." We'd share a tight hug.
I'd feel more attached to these moments if I didn't know it was about to end in tragedy.
Then there was my sister. I thought she was the best sister in the world.
Ooh.
When I was growing and the pangs of sadness shot through me, I would pad into her sunny room for love and protection.
I would pad? Is that like another word for run?
Tell me about your dreams.
Oh, I don't got any yet.
I'm determined to see our family happy forever. And that includes you, little Miss Mopey.
Oh, we got to see the other half of this earlier.
She would say that, then laugh. She was the one who took after Ma. I took after Pa in some ways. I was reserved like him. But Pa was intelligent while I had nothing. My sister was warm and bright and healthy. She radiated energy, and I was just a plain little dandelion drinking in her light. See, I was born with a weak heart. I came down with frequent fevers, and it worried my family. Got to the point where I started to believe that things would have been better if I'd never been born. I cried often.
Nothing wrong with crying. Rest in peace, Marlon Median. We will miss you.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Now, what brought on these waterworks? You know Pa, Ma, and I adore you, right? Makes us happy just being around you. Shh. Don't cry. I'm here, okay? I've got you.
My sister could always calm me down when I was having one of my fits. Being with her was like dozing in warm sunshine. And she shone over all of Revale. My sister was born with mysterious abilities. Neither Pa nor Ma had even an ounce of magic running through their veins. So I thought my sister's powers were a gift from the heavens.
We only got like a little brief introduction into how magic works in Revale. We learned like there's accelerate, and trigger, and ignition, and I think, what was it, reclamation magic is what Aishildred calls his stuff.
She could read minds. She illuminated the dreams of every man, woman, and child in Revale. And she was always ready with an encouraging word or a helping hand, turning a wish into reality.
What was Bunny and Baron's magic called? I can't remember. It was like Blur or something?
You are the answer to everyone's prayers.
That's an exaggeration if I ever heard one. Anyway, my gifts are your gifts.
It's been like months since we played through Bunny and Baron's story.
What? That makes no sense.
Of course it does. We're sisters, ain't we?
As she spoke, a shadow crept into her voice. I didn't learn this till later, but she was born with a magic that should have been mine. The doctor said if that magic had been left to me, I would have come into this world a healthy baby, with a normal working heart. My sister had apparently known for a while, and the entire time, the guilt had been eaten away at her.
That's tough.
I tried to tell you so many times, but I could never find the courage. I'm sorry.
Your entire life is like that one quote from Prince Zuko in Avatar. That's rough, buddy.
When she finally confessed to me, I just smiled at her. I bet I looked more like her than I ever did in my life. Hush! Don't be sorry! Pa, Ma, and I all adore you. That was the truth of it. And I was happy with how things were. There was a way my sister could transfer the magic back to me. She wanted to, but I wouldn't let her. I had heard it would ruin her health.
You two really loved each other, didn't you?
And either way, we already had our roles. When I told her that, my sister wept. That got Ma started and she cried for an entire day. Pa tried to keep a stiff upper lip, but his eyes weren't dry for very long either.
Whole family of crybabies. I'm not one to talk, because I can cry at the drop of a hat, but nothing wrong with being emotional.
I wept a little, but for the most part I was beaming, happy as a bluebird. We were family, and that was enough.
Good for you.
Thank you. You know, we really are two peas in a pod.
Yeah. Together forever.
Ugh. Nobody says together forever. Unless something bad's gonna happen. We already know they both get their throats slit.
Time passed. We grew up. And finally, I found my calling.
This is gorgeous! Why, you're so handy you can embroider a whole tapestry for the Titans themselves! I really am proud to have you for a sister.
You know, I only imagine one of the 3 Titans gives a shit about tapestries.
That's an exaggeration if I ever heard one.
And honestly, it might not be the one you think.
Well, I did have deft fingers. I could knit, sew, embroider, and I enjoyed making clothes. And my dream, I told my family, was to own a dressmaker's shop. Well, said Ma, I'm good at waiting on customers. Well, said Pa, I can keep the books. And if you're looking for a model, said my sister, laughing, what better person than me? I cried. For the first time in my life, I shed tears of joy. It should have been smooth sailing till the end of our days.
Nothing lasts forever.
So why? Why did this happen? Am I a fool for asking? Justice is blind and the world is senseless.
I know. He's kind of an oppressive card. Like a free invoke for a 7/7 that causes 4 damage every turn. Yeah, the world is just the worst. Even after they nerfed him, the only benefit to him being 6 mana is you don't have to worry about those games where you go up against somebody that just plays 2 of them on turn 10, healing up 10 health.
Maybe it's as simple as that. In Reveal, people die. Violent deaths. To pass on quietly is a rare blessing.
Ah, the sad music
Now,
returns.
I thought we were blessed. But I was wrong.
World's smallest violin right there.
Please, stay away! Watch out!
Come on, just let us know her name, please.
We were out shopping when a crazed man with a knife charged us like a bull on fire. First he stabbed Pa, then he cut Ma, then my sister, then me. It all happened so quickly I didn't even think to scream. There was just the cold metal slipping through my flesh. I could feel it even now. The man stood over me, the sun spilling around his shoulders, reddening his ears and shadowing his face. His laughter rushed out, frenzied, uncontrolled, like water burst from a dam. Then he turned and left, and all that remained was the torn-up bodies of my family.
Hey, look at me. Everything's gonna be fine.
Nope.
I'm scared.
Come on, please. Her name better be 4 letters, and they're not just teasing me with this.
We lay face down in the dust. My cheeks were wet. Could have been tears, could have been blood. It was too hard to tell.
What did happen? Bad things do, but
Life sucks. The universe is a pie. Buy gold.
She told me that not all hope was lost. If my sister used her powers, one person could be saved.
Pa is gone. Ma too. But you and I...
Funny. Funny how she thought there was even a choice. When the truth of the matter was only one of us was worthy of surviving this mess.
I want you to live.
Please. She needed to keep shining. For Reveal. She had things I did not have. She could help people I could not help. There's no two ways about it. She should have been the one to live.
I hear you.
She smiled.
My beautiful baby sister. I love you.
A light wafted up from her body. It paused, pulsing gently in the hot air.
The sad music stopped.
Then it disappeared into me. No! 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 She was always ready with an encouraging word or a helping hand, turning wish into reality.
Till death you did part.
And unearthed the treacherous seed in me, hoping to live. Stop! I don't want this. You thought wrong. This is a mistake. Please. I never wished for life. But she knew that was a lie.
You've done more than enough. Take your heart back.
Finally. I remember. I bit my lips until they foamed with blood. I clenched my fists until they dripped red. And lost, alone in that sea, I had a revelation. My sister, she was murdered. By me. I'm the one who killed her.
Not really. Crazy Knife Guy did.
I can't do it. I can't go on without her.
She just made sure to go out on her own terms instead of succumbing to whatever.
I found it. The root of evil.
Oh, we are cutting back to real life. I thought that would be in the next chapter.
What's happening?
My memory's like real fuzzy. When we played this in the Japanese, it was like the first week of January.
Monster!
It was me. The enemy I sought was me.
Alright. Come on. Final chapter.
The answers were there. But I shut my eyes, covered my ears, bit my tongue. I maimed myself so I couldn't walk.
She's talking crazy! We gotta get out of here!
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
Wait a second! What about Ishtar? We need his head if we want that cash.
You have dung for brains! How are you gonna collect that money when you're dead?
That is a good point.
That way, other folks would have to lead me. I could follow their words like a pup on a leash. And I'd never have to make another choice again.
You little...
All I wanted was to live my life. I had joy and purpose. Then this world ripped everything from me.
Get back! Or we'll...
Am I wrong? This unconcern for human life stole my family. And my self-serving heart stole my sister.
To be fair, they kind of deserved this.
So this is sadness. But where lies its source?
This is what happens when you turn in your friends for money.
In my foolishness? In the deaths of my family? In this body patched from nightmares? Or is it from all of the above?
When will this end?
Detestable. This whole world.
Ah! I'm done with this crap!
Yeah.
Ah! My leg!
Well, hey, it's the My Leg guy.
I can't run no more. Well, if a shootout's what you want, it's what you'll get.
It wasn't supposed to end like this.
Yes. It seems we are in agreement there. It was not supposed to end like this. I was supposed to have my own shop. My smiles would have lit the place up.
Man,
Customers would have loved
she just
her.
keeps going.
They would have returned just to chat. Pa would have kept us secure. I'm not so good with numbers. He would have taught me. Us sisters would have been nestled away in the back of the shop. I would have made many dresses for my sister. I wanted to see her in a silk twill dress, a floral calico, a satin evening gown. But now I never will.
I'm gonna pretend I know what those are.
We were a happy family of good, simple people. We did not deserve to die.
Nobody does.
It was not supposed to end like this.
Fate can be a bitch.
So why did it? Tell me!
Also, screw that fortune teller. Also, wait, do we still have the bullet? Did we still have that magic bullet, or did we give it to her? I don't remember. Oh, it's like not even like 30 minutes ago, and I don't remember.
Please, you've got to stop.
You're right. It was our fault. Please, please forgive us.
Detestable. You and I, we're like ticks hanging off the back of this world.
I don't think that's what ticks do.
Once we disappear, her veil will be that much cleaner.
That might be correct, though.
No! No! Don't kill me! Please!
It wasn't us! We didn't kill your family!
We will meet again.
I don't know why you felt the need to do this, man.
It hurts like hell.
Why?
Good question. What am I doing? Shielding these backstabbing brutes.
That's what I asked. Why are you doing that?
Not that it matters. It's over for me.
Now's our chance!
Go! Go!
Ishtar.
I came all this way, but my fancy Titan castle is still a distant dream. Well, I guess it ain't for a mutt to live like a purebreed. Time for this old dog to get put down, ain't it?
Why did you call me Illganeau?
What? Oh. I wonder.
Who is Illganeau, really?
My baby sister. She was a little gold nugget born into all this muck. Hey, I ever tell you how I got into the con business?
No, you have not.
It was to keep her alive. I lied and I stole and, well, all this other stuff that ain't fit for your ears. All for Illganeau. Of course, I kept that filthy side of me hid away. For years. Until a woman squealed.
Sad music's back.
Illganeau was upset, to put it lightly. Said she don't want to live on dirty money no more. And I don't know, in my fear and shame, but I told her she could go on and die. I knew those words were poison before they even left my lips. When she found out what I was up to, that I might hang for my crimes, it was too much for her to bear. So she slit her throat in protest, right in front of me.
Dark.
She didn't look nothing like you, but... Now why are you pulling that face? I can't tell what's softer. Your brains or your heart?
Probably both.
You know I was cheating you. You knew from the start, didn't you? I ain't the con man I once was. I don't know what kind of cave she crawled out of, but I can recognize a gem when I see one. And this one's got luster.
Did you hear something?
Assuming she really can speak rich, is it a good idea to let her chew the fat
Yep.
with them? What if one of them rats me out? But then again, I shouldn't rub her the wrong way.
I think it's weird that that didn't come up more often than those, like, 2 times.
Should I stay? Yes. I heard you.
Well, I figured as much. Don't you go raining from those baby blues on my behalf. I'm just a dog that was slobbering after power.
To be fair, I was totally all for it. I would have totally been down for Ishtar, the Titan. Or honestly,
It's getting dark.
I feel like Illganeau would be a great person that could... She seems powerful. I feel like if anyone could replace one of the Titans, it could be her. She could be like Queen of the Wretches or something. The Titan of the Wretched. Yeah. Titan of Wretchedness. Titan of Retribution? I don't know. Somebody can come up with something more clever than me.
I can't see a thing. So what are you gonna do from here on out?
I do not know. Die, I suppose.
Die? But Butterfly, I'm already doing that. No fun in treading the same path, is there? How about you oblige me with one last request instead? Clean up Reveille before wading through all this to be or not to be crap.
Hey, I love that to be or not to be crap. I'm personally a fan of Descartes. He's my personal favorite philosopher, though.
Listen, we can drop dead whenever. We ain't nothing but a couple of flies on the dung heap. You need to go straight to the source. Crush Ishilindrig.
Why Ishilindrig?
I don't want to blame everything on him. But if Ishilindrig weren't around, well, I wouldn't have been struggling to put food on the table. None of the folks in the slums would have needed to kill and steal to survive.
Yeah.
You called this world detestable. Then change it. You have powers rivaling the gods. Use them. With enough force, even the blackest coal turns to diamond.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Please. I was always too low down to reach my dreams. But you...
Ishtar,
Well, I can't believe it. You were alive? Listen, I need to tell you. I didn't ever want you to die. That was my biggest lie. Illganeau, you were my one and only.
He's seeing his sister in the end.
Goodbye. We will meet again. My dearest sister. I'm sorry. I promise I will take vengeance on myself. If not for your sake, then for my own. But first, I must avenge Ma and Pa and every family that has suffered on this land. Until then, I will not return to my old self. Here stands Illganeau. She and I will bear witness to the destruction of this world.
And for curiosity's sake, I wonder if they added the dub for the conclusion yet.
Let's talk tactics.
Alright. So that means next time we will do this once more. But it's been fun. Thanks to everybody who stopped by. And this will be up in my archives for later and on YouTube maybe a few days from now. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye for now.